Firefighters are kind of nervous about the hot and dry conditions out there, combined with fireworks this holiday weekend.
They're also dealing with another problem. Drivers aren't yielding to fire trucks. News specialist Lad Egan joins us with more from Lehi. Lad?
Yeah, the fire engine drivers say they've seen it more often. People not paying attention to the lights and sirens, or maybe not knowing what the law is.
People with road rage, our guys have had people, give inappropriate gestures with fingers, swear at them on scene.
Lehi Battalion Chief Jeff Smith says crews rushing to the scene of an emergency are seeing more drivers not pulling over at all, or sometimes pulling to the left, creating confusion and increasing response times.
Seconds save lives in our business, so loved ones are calling 911. It could be your loved one, could be your neighbor, friend, and we're responding to scene and then coming up to intersections or in heavy traffic with vehicles stopped and not moving, which slows us down.
He says it's stressful and dangerous when ambulances or fire trucks can't get a clear pathway, and thinks a few things could be to blame.
Crowded roads, driver attitude of, rush hour traffic, being frustrated, wanting to get home, unattentive drivers.
So what do you do when you see lights and sirens approaching?
If you hear or see us coming up and approaching, is check your lanes, don't panic, pull over to the right, and come to a complete stop.
Also, be aware it's usually more than one emergency vehicle trying to get to a scene. The Utah County Sheriff's Office says they're also seeing more bad driving behavior.
People driving faster, maybe being a little bit more aggressive. We've seen in some ways an increase in road rage, and that sometimes translates into properly getting out of the way of emergency vehicles and yielding to them.
Another part of the safety equation, obeying the law to slow down and move over if possible for stopped emergency vehicles. Sergeant Spencer Cannon says he had a close call after writing a ticket on I-15.
Came back to my truck, stepped in my truck, and not 10 seconds after I stepped in my truck, I got sideswiped. If you don't care to look out for the safety of law enforcement and fire and EMS and even emergency vehicles like tow trucks, if you don't care about their safety, care about your own, because if you hit them, your life and safety is at risk too.
Both law enforcement and the fire department say they would be very appreciative if people started helping out, giving the emergency vehicles more space, especially this weekend, which they're expecting to be more chaotic than the 4th of July weekend because of this heat and all the dry grasses. Reporting in Lehi, Lad Egan, KSL 5 News.